ready, you may begin.
How many of you have ever been friends with your teachers on social media from grade school or even now in high school? Show respect and privacy to your elders, especially your teachers. They're your teachers, not your friends on social media. Students should not be friends with their teachers on social media because they deserve their privacy. Other people may disagree and say students listen more if they are familiar with the way of communication. Crossing the lines can have consequences, and we should avoid friending our teachers on social media. Teachers and students both use social media to communicate. It's like you could say teachers have two different lives, one in the classroom and one at home with their family. Teachers are also involved in social media, such as Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, or Twitter. Kids Safe Foundation says, in today's complicated world, it seems more and more that teachers are crossing boundaries with students. Teachers and students both have a right to have social media. Social media is the place to talk to family from all over the world or to see what's popular going around us. Teachers and students see each other 5 days of the week most of the time. They do not need to be friends on social media. Teachers and students should not be friends on social media. Teachers are professionals and they're students' role models. They should influence their students to do what is right and wrong. And they should know how to keep a professional distance, as Smith says. Teachers are of older age and therefore are allowed to drink and go to bars and have fun in ways students cannot. Students should be at least the age of 13 before they can put their name out on social media. When children see something posted on social media, such as maybe their friends going and having parties, and they want to do the same thing because they want to fit in, and if they see their teacher doing the same thing, they might want to do it too. Kids Safe Foundation asks, is it necessary for your 6th grader to know how her teacher or his teacher does what they do on the weekend? Teachers deserve privacy and time away from their students in classroom, and the students should give them that time and privacy. The way teachers and students communication goes along with meeting. Students should focus more on the content level of meeting or the literal message rather than the relationship level of meeting, says Wood 15. Students should want to learn rather than worrying about being best friends with their teacher on social media or face-to-face. Teachers and students should both know the boundaries of how they should communicate. Students becoming friends with their teachers on social media can lead to dangerous situations and consequences. A teacher at Irving Middle School was arrested for sexual assault to a 14-year-old girl. She was his student, and he gave her and her friend alcohol illegally, says Pilger 1-2. The teacher, Jackson Hedrick, was arrested and imprisoned for 20 to 30 years and will be registered as a sex offender when he comes out, says Pilger 1-3. He apologized to the girl and her family and said, from the bottom of my being, I'm sorry. If you refer to my handout, you can see the signs of a teacher-student relationship, and on the second part, you can see how to help someone who is in a teacher-student relationship or prevent one. Schools and cultures can be different and have different point of views. Some cultures may think that communicating online is better for students and teachers and do not care as much as other schools, but other schools may say students should wait till after the teacher is not their teacher anymore or wait till after graduation to friend them on social media. If you turn your handout. Others may say communicating and having a closer relationship with your teacher will help the student. The other point of view may say students should be friends with their teachers on social media. 95 teenagers are online and 81% use social media sites such as Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram, says Granada. Granada says, this is a great tool that allows teachers to connect with students in a way that interests them. Technology and social media is faster and better than face-to-face conversation in children's eyes, and therefore more comfortable communicating through social media, says Kids Safe Foundation. Some students may believe they can communicate and teach more effectively if they communicate with their students in a way they're familiar with. If you look around school, either just walking in the hallway or at lunch, you will always see someone with headphones in their ears or at lunch sitting on their phones the whole time without even talking to their friends sitting at their table. We are all sinners and are not perfect. We are all going to have different point of views, and we can do our best to try and follow God's rules. God gives us the fourth commandment, and we know to respect our elders. The fourth commandment says, honor your father and your mother. This comes from Luther's Small Catechism. When we think of Luther's fourth commandment, he says, honor your father and your mother. Most of the time, we think of our actual mother and father. But in this case, our teachers can be like our father and mother too. So we should honor them too. God says in Leviticus 19:32, rise in the presence of the aged, show respect for the elderly, and revere your God. I am the Lord. Always give respect to authority, like God says in 1 Peter 2:17. Show respect to everyone. Love the brotherhood of believers. Fear God. Honor the king. Show respect and privacy to your elders, especially your teachers. They're your teachers, not your friends on social media. Respect your elders and give them their privacy, for crossing boundaries can lead to consequences. Encourage your friends to not be friends with their teachers on social media. They can live without knowing what they do on the weekend. If you do friend your teacher on social media, at least wait till they're not your teacher anymore or after graduation. Your teachers already have to deal with you 5 days a week. Do not make them put up with you even more. As Kids Safe Foundation says, to friend the teacher or not to friend the teacher? That is the question. Thank you.